This is the Carré d'Art in the southern French city of Nîmes. It houses a museum of contemporary art and the city library. It faces a Roman temple that dates back to the 1st century BC. To celebrate the 20th anniversary of the completion of the Carré, Sir Norman Foster has organized an exhibition of some of his favorite artwork. The exhibition is entitled Moving.
It's very intuitive. So if a work of art moves me emotionally or intellectually, then that is the criteria for the choice. Hence the name Moving.
Foster has brought together works created by the cream of the international art world, including China's Ai Weiwei, Italian sculptor Umberto Boccioni, and Germany's Gerhard Richter. Museums from all over the world have lent artworks for the exhibition. German visual artist Andreas Gorski is also represented here.
The connections between art, architecture, design, the design of cars, aircraft, furniture, is one totality. Obviously, here I have to split them, so I concentrate on art. But with my family, I live with the work of artists, and in a way, this is perhaps a continuation of the way that I view art.
Art lovers were fascinated at the idea of one of the world's great architects presenting artworks in one of his own buildings. The design is vintage Foster, elaborate and translucent. In fact, the library section uses almost exclusively natural light. It's a 9-story structure, but 5 of the floors are underground. Foster's choices of artwork can be found throughout the building. For example, this installation by Olle Eliasson.
I think it's an inspiration. I think the links are perhaps more subliminal than so I don't think you can see an immediate direct connection, but certainly there are connections for me as an architect.
In 1967, Foster founded the architectural firm that still bears his name and employs a staff of more than 1,000. Foster's legendary works include the Swiss Re headquarters building in London, better known as the Gherkin, and the Hearst Tower in New York City. The Millau Viaduct in France, and the dome of the Reichstag building in Berlin.
But if we think of the Reichstag is inseparable as an architectural work from the contributions of the many artists.
Foster's exhibition at the Carré d'Art also features the work of lesser-known artists that have attracted his attention. He finds their work moving, in keeping with the theme of the exhibition, and he wants it to reach a wider audience.
I'm hoping that really through, as it were, my eyes, that I can open up to a wider audience. And there are no rules. If I feel that two works have some relationship visually or emotionally, then I bring them together.
He has his own ideas about art, and you can see that at the exhibition. It's what he wants to show, not what's hot with the critics right now.
Berlin artist Daniel Lergon decorated this huge wall in the foyer of the Carré d'Art. It contains a number of references to Foster's architectural designs.
The museum is a very open structure, not just in an architectural sense. There's a library, activities for children on the first floor, and the museum above that. I think the structure is very interesting.
It took Sir Norman Foster 9 years to plan and design the Carré d'Art. He says the exhibition has given him the opportunity to see the structure in brand new ways.
I return and see it in its many different moods with different exhibitions. And for me, that's very important process, a very important part of the process of designing, to see how a building weathers over time, how it changes with time, how it adapts. So it's all part of a continuous learning process.
This unique blend of art and architecture will be open to the public through September 15th.